All right, I know what you're thinking. Bishu, how do you EQ your snares? Today I'm gonna make a song while blindfolded. Today I'm gonna try and make a song while blindfolded. It's as simple as that. I'm going to be producing a song while not being able to see. I literally can't see anything. It's like blackout blinds for your eyes. All right? Has this ever been done? I don't think so. Am I the first to ever do it? Ever? In the history of the human race? Yes. Should you hit subscribe right now, because all I do is inventive, innovative, insane ideas that no one could ever conjure in their feeble brains. Maybe. Today I'm gonna make a song while blindfolded. Let's go. So in my DAW, I have 7 tracks. We have saws. Just some like regular saws. Not bad, not bad. Nice little, it's gonna probably turn out to be like kind of like a poppy, future bassy type song. Next we have little like brassy thing, brassy bass. Your low bass, gotta have it. Sub. I'm gonna add some glide to that before I even start. Got a vocal chop, probably like our lead. And we have some drums. You know, nice little kick, snare, and hats. It's just gonna be really hard for me to play because I'm playing all of this live on my keyboard, my mechanical keyboard. So I have everything in Ableton mapped to my keyboard, like the record button, every track that I need to arm in order to record to. So if I press 1, it'll go to saws, and then I'll have to record to it, and it'll count down. The only reason I'm gonna lift up my iMask is to go to the next section, because trust me, I tried really hard to do everything with my iMask for a couple hours. And by that I mean probably like 1 hour until probably less than an hour. This is the only compromise I could see because I really wanted to do this idea, and we're gonna do it. So only lift the iMask to go to the next section. That's the only rule, the only cheat. Not really a cheat. So without further ado, let's get into it. So how am I feeling? Can't see shit. Vibing though. So I'm just gonna lay down some chords, some simple chords. Some like major C, nothing too complex, you know? Can't get too complex. A little bit delayed. You can do better. A little bit spicy on the last one, I kind of like it. That's good. At the end there, I kind of vibing. Currently vibing. Let's go to the next one. Maybe lay some of this filthy brass. Hear that little accent? Definitely nailed that. All right, what do we got next? Let's add this little bass in on like the second part. Wait for it. Wait for it, right here. Teacher said I wouldn't be What we got? Maybe some drums. Found it. It's gonna be like a flume pop thing, because I'm definitely not gonna hit any of these on beat. Maybe we'll do some post-production, meaning production where I can like see the where I'm gonna like quantize and maybe like mix or whatever. For now, we're off the grid. All right, let's get some drums. We're here. I now understand why DJs on stage are like, well, they twist like the most easy malleable knob ever created. It's because they need to hit that beat. All right, maybe some hats now. Let's see it. Let's see on this like the second part where the bass comes in and the kick. Ooh, that was pretty good. I like how I brought it back because it kind of went off the grid a little bit too much. Too much being like Flume wouldn't do it, so like I wouldn't. All right, where are we at? Let's try maybe like add a melody. I think we need drums first. So let's get drums in like the second, right after this little intro part, I'm gonna add like a drum thing. Got our drums? Let's go. I can do that better. Come on. One take, one take. Oh, that was off time. Now I can do it better. All right, I kind of like that. Things I do for you guys. Not the worst take, a little bit off the grid, but we're gonna leave it for now. Let's get a sub. It's having way too much fun. I was kind of just not even doing the notes that I was supposed to, so let's do it again. It's kind of like opening my eyes to live music. I used to play drums and bass, but like heard my name is Skrillex and I guess I just hung up the drumstick. So here we got. This is pretty impressive for not being able to see anything. Channeling my inner Stevie Ray Vaughan. That is not the person. Who's the guy who's a blind pianist? All right, let's add a melody. Oh, I like that. I'm gonna try and do that. That's fire. Come on. I'm gonna add a little stab of this little bass right when the beat comes in. And then it's gonna be just sub. Oh, it's so fire. I'm so impressed with myself just for like, I don't know, can't see anything. It makes you feel good about yourself when you hit that note, you know? All right, so this is sounding sick. I think just like a hi-hat on the offbeat, and then I think it'll be good. Let's try and hit this hi-hat. And by hi-hat, I mean ride. I'm starting to realize that this would probably sound a lot better 10 BPM faster. It's post-production time. Oh my God, it's so bright. So we have our basic thing, and I think I'm gonna, in the second phase, refine all of it. Sorry, I literally can't see. So I'm gonna refine some of this, and I'll play the finished product. Refining meaning not blind. Hopefully you found this entertaining. Give me a like. Give me a, you can just give me money, whatever. Link to my Twitch in the description. Maybe we'll do some of this on live. My 60. Do some of this on Twitch, streaming. So it's the next day, and I did some refining to this beat, and by some, I mean a shitload. First of all, I sped it up 10 BPM because it was 100 halftime before, which is kind of on the lower end of like halftime workability. A little bit slow. So basically, I quantized everything, so now it's all on the grid. It's not just me tapping my keyboard. A lot of it was offbeat. It was kind of cool offbeat, and I left some of it offbeat, but a lot of it sounded a lot better when it was on the grid. I did some refining on some of the sounds, but the main thing is added a pad, which I'll show you. Mimicking these saw chords. Same notes. Sonometry patch. Physphonics build. Take me to church. Sick. The build up. Took out the kick on the build up that was there before. Build up before. It wasn't even a build up before. Also added a few effects, you know, your generic risers. It's all side chaining to this ghost kick, which is actually muted now. I replaced the kick. But the core idea is definitely still here, and I'm gonna show you. So before the drop, I used a Valorant sample. Gamer Time, Breach, who says blinding. I thought that was fitting, because I was blind.
Blinding.
I'll play the lead up here, the build up. So getting to the drop, and I added a bunch of fills. I'll just solo some of them. One right before the drop too. Here's another one, some more. There's a lot of space to work with at this low of a BPM. 110 halftime is super slow, so there's a lot of space to like put little fills and cool little stuff, which is exactly what I did. I layered this fill right here, if you give it like more girth. Here's the kick, layered it with a nice little hi-hat. Love to do that, a reverberating thing into the clap. Actually, it's not even into the clap, it's into this fill. Gives it a nice little, here's the clap. Far thicker than it was before. Some little effects and such. And this little sword whip thing. Love it. This Optimus Prime type sound. Also layered the lead a bit. With this little synth. Braveheart preset and Serum. A little transient thing. Just sampler, it's a little like perk with a little really quick transient to give it like a sub, boosted quite a bit. The notes of the sub are pretty much the same. Added a bunch of distortion to it, and I added some high end to this little low bass. Also in the second half of the drop, I added some hats and this ride. I think the ride was there before, but. So without further ado, here is the final song. I guess I'm gonna call it like blinding, exclamation point, because that's what the vocal says. Isn't that what every EDM artist does? Just like what the pre-drop says, that's what your song's called. Here we go.
Blinding!
Thank you guys for watching. I got monetized, feeling pretty good about that. Remember to like, subscribe, tell me how I am the best producer to ever walk the earth. That's pretty much it. Follow my Twitch in the description. I've been saying this for like months that I'm gonna stream, and I'm actually going to, hopefully. Love ya.
Run it, yeah. Run it, 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 yeah.